We're heading to the port of Dover on our 12-day British Island cruise. To be honest, I had low expectations knowing it's a small little town. It turned out to be one of the best port days of our trip. We're two retirees hooked on travel. Follow us on our journeys around the world. We were looking at what to do in Dover, and the only thing we found to do was the medieval Dover Castle. We'll check the castle and then we'll head to Canterbury on the train. From the cruise terminal, they have a public bus that goes all around the city, a big circle, and you can take it all the way up to Dover Castle. It's £7 per person. We got up to the Dover Castle, and apparently we found out that they're having a knights tournament, which is very crowded. A lot of people are coming in from all over the place, not just the cruise terminal, but from all over, to go to the knights tournament. And it's for 3 days. Unfortunately, it's very crowded, and it's £30 per person, per adult. And so we kind of just decided not to go because it's going to be too crowded, and we're not interested in a knights tournament. So we're going to take the bus. Like I said, it goes around the whole city, which is nice. It's almost like a hop-on, hop-off bus, but it's a public bus. We're going to take the bus to the city center, and then we're going to take a train to Canterbury. And it's only 16 miles from here, so we're going to try that. Yes, people are coming in like crazy for this tournament, so it's still early. I mean, it hasn't even started yet, so I think it's going to be way too crowded in there. And, you know, you got to sometimes you have to change your plans. And that's what we're going to do. We're going to change our plans. Dover is where the ferry port is to go to France, and the tunnel across the English Channel. With not much to do in downtown Dover, and a few places are open because of the holiday, skipping the castle visit because of the special event, we'll walk to the train. We're going to figure out how to get to the train station. Okay, we're going to check the real estate here in Dover. Doesn't tell you even how big they are, but we're talking extremely old and looks very small. 450,000 pounds. That's a home. We still don't know how big it is, but 620,000 pounds. That's awfully expensive. One of the few places they still have working phone booth. The bus from the cruise ship stops on the other side of this church. And there's also signs pointing towards the railroad station. Okay, when you get off the bus, it's going to be on the other side of the church, and just walk up on the walking street, come up here to Pempster Road, go left, cross the street, and then work your way up past the gas station. Keep going, and on your right, you'll see the train station. So we found the train station, and we bought 2 tickets round trip to Canterbury. They run every 20 minutes, he says. It's about a 30 to 35 minute trip. And the tickets were £10 per person, round trip. So we just loaded on the train, nobody hardly on it. This train actually goes all the way to London. If you have the time, you can go to London. By the time that we actually ended up at the castle and then coming back down here and finding the train and kind of tooling through town, it's about it's 12:30, so we have plenty of time. We just got off the train at Canterbury East and crossed the bridge. We're looking at this big old wall. This is a heritage site city. Canterbury Castle and Museum is to the left, and the cathedral is to the right. The whole city seems like it's surrounded by these walls from the old days. Lookout towers. The city walls have been here since the 12th century. It surrounds the entire area. You can walk all the way around. I like the architecture. We were really glad we came to Canterbury. It's a cute town and it's really nice. Really neat town. Look at this. This is a walking street. Reaching Canterbury is fast and easy, and you can do it on your own. There is absolutely no need for a cattle bus tour and following someone in a hurry with a flag. Walrus and Oyster Emporium. That's a weird name. Fine and dirty hamburgers. Looks like a real gut bomb. Well, today's a holiday. I'm sure that's why it's so packed. Okay, this is the Canterbury Cathedral. It was £28 for 2 people, 2 seniors, £14 per person for the entry. This cathedral is one of the finest in all of Europe, and it attracts people from all over the world, and I can certainly see why. Wow, we're really impressed with the stonework. If you look up here, the detail is amazing. There's been a cathedral here in Canterbury for more than 1,400 years, since 597 AD with 40 followers. It's humongous. I can't believe how far back it goes. It's unbelievable. These pillars that hold it up, and look at the organ. I can only imagine what that organ does in here with the echo. This is one of the few places, especially churches, cathedrals, that encourage photography. And they said to go ahead and share your photos online, which is great. So many of them don't want you to use your camera. The archbishops from 597 to 2013. Holy cow. A lot of memorials here. Oh, the back of the church has an amazing stained glass. It's mind-blowing how big this is and how high. You can get a lot of people in this church. The stained glass all over the church is very impressive. The detail is amazing. This one's in his coat of armor. We were just mentioning how the stone is worn down over thousands of years and millions of people. This candle has been burning since July of 2010. It's a reminder of prisoners of conscience and all those who suffer unjustly for their beliefs. The organist of Canterbury died 1407 to 1988. Once you get out of the cathedral, there's a big area that you can walk around and see some old buildings. Outside of the entrance to the cathedral, you have this neat town. This feels more British than all the other towns we've been to, for sure. Dog store. Chicken blade burgers. Tea bar. Funky chicken. Stand-up comedy. Oh, this town is huge. How neat. I would have never thought it was like this. This area is called the King's Mile, and it's full of knit shops, pubs, and all kinds of restaurants. This building looks like it started to fall down, or it's either that or it's an optical illusion. The old weaver's house, 1500 AD. Really cool. Look at that. Houdini's Magic Bar. Westgate Towers. This is huge, this town. You can spend hours here. Oh. Okay, we stopped at this British pub and we're having some great beers, and we ordered fish and chips. We want to try the English style fish and chips. They're kind of famous for their fish and chips, and that's what we're gonna do. But this is a cute little local pub, English pub. There's really not any tourists here. It seems to be more locals, which is great. This is what we like. And 2 beers and the fish and chips was 29 pounds. Well, that's what you call fish and chips. English style. A huge piece of fish. Make sure you stroll through the beautiful Westgate Gardens. The park and the canal is beautiful. And the flowers are so pretty. Actually, the canal is the River Stour. Can you believe this view? Is absolutely gorgeous. You have to come to Canterbury. You go to Dover and you have a stop on your cruise ship, take the train and come to Canterbury. You will not be disappointed. They're fighting the current. Aren't they cute? What a beautiful setting this is. Man. Make sure that you come to the river walk. It's absolutely gorgeous. These weeping willows are just fabulous. And it's a nice setting. When we're walking back to the train station, that you can enjoy this. Just like Venice. It's time to head back to the ship to go to our next destination. Subscribe to our channel to follow us around the world. And if you enjoyed our video, hit the like button.